Welcome to UC Santa Barbara Career Services Virtual Workshop Series. Our mission is to educate and empower all students and recent graduates to prepare for and pursue success. You are currently viewing the Get Experience to Get the Job Juniors and Seniors Edition workshop. What we hope you'll take away from this session is, first, learn more about the importance of getting experience. Second, gain the knowledge of different types of experience. And third, develop a short-term goal to get experience towards a career path. Now let's start first with discussing different topics that are helpful to consider when you're planning to get experience outside of the classroom. So why get experience? When we talk about getting experience, it's great to understand why experience is so beneficial. Perhaps you're loving your classes and want to apply them to a real-world setting. Maybe you have an idea of what you want to do in the near future and want to become more competitive by building skills and networking. Maybe you're still deciding on your career goals and want to try something out. There can be many reasons why gaining experience is a good idea. One important fact to keep in mind, over 72% of employers prefer to hire applicants with related experience. This brings the point home that getting experience beyond coursework is crucial. The first step to deciding what experience you want to do is thinking about what you want to get out of the experience. Consider again why you would get experience. Do you want to build skills? Explore a career? Get connected? Whatever the answers might be for you, this will help guide you when searching for future experiences. Volunteering, joining a student organization, and working at a part-time job are good building blocks to help make you more qualified for internships or other experiences. Let's talk a little more about each. Volunteering, whether it is a one-day beach cleanup or 15 hours weekly at a nonprofit organization, is definitely a great experience to get. It can even be essential if you're looking to go into fields in healthcare, social work, or education. Volunteering can be done in person, like at a hospital or food bank, and also online through websites like Operation Warm and DoSomething.org. Many students discount volunteering as unimportant, but it's definitely something you can include on your resume. Especially if you've been volunteering at a certain place, either for a long time or for many hours per week, this oftentimes can look as good as having an internship. Now let's focus on student orgs. Joining a student org is a great way to get involved and get connected at UCSB. With over 500 student orgs on campus, there's guaranteed to be something that fits your interest, and if not, you can always create it. Student orgs oftentimes host speakers, put on events, and raise money, all of which are experiences that employers like hearing about. There are also many pre-professional student orgs as well, whether you're pre-health, pre-business, pre-law, or pre-something else. Lastly, let's chat about work. Part-time or full-time work is often a necessity of being a college student. The good news is that these positions count as valid experience to make you more marketable for internships. Are you unsure about how being a dishwasher, a cashier, or a barista might translate? Think about your transferable skills. Many of the top skills that employers look for, like communication, teamwork, and attention to detail, are all skills that you've gained from your employment and can share about. If you've already taken part in some of these experiences, don't discount them. If you hadn't had a chance to yet, there's no better time than the present to start. Now that you've thought more about what you want and why, let's focus on internships. Internships are typically what most students think about when it comes to gaining experience outside of the classroom. They can be a great hands-on learning experience, as well as a good way to network and get your foot in the door in a specific industry. Internships come in all shapes and sizes. They may be part-time if they're during the school year, or full-time if they're over the summer. They're hopefully paid, especially if they are in fields like engineering, business, or accounting, or they may be unpaid, which can sometimes be more likely in fields like nonprofits, government, education, and the arts. Nowadays too, internships may be in person, but they are also very likely to be remote as well. Internships may sometimes ask for academic credit too. While many don't, if your internship requires academic credit, inquire about internship course options in your academic department before even applying if possible. Getting credit for internships at UCSB can be tricky and vary widely depending on your major. The best tips when applying for internships are to first figure out what you want to apply for. This is where learning more about yourself, your interest, and what you want to gain from an experience can be handy. Knowing you want an internship is a good start, but unless you want to sift through thousands of internships, you'll need to narrow down your options via field of interest, type of company, location, and more. The next tip involves timelines. Many students want to know when's the best time to start searching for an internship opportunity. While you can apply to internships all year round, especially if they're with local companies or virtual, when applying for summer internships, the timeline can get a bit more fixed. If you're interested in engineering, business, finance, accounting, federal government, or prestigious internship programs, the best time to start searching and applying is during the fall. This may seem awfully early, but many employers start their summer internship recruitment as early as August or September for the following summer. If you are interested in the arts, communication, education, nonprofits, or other fields, then you're typically good to start searching heavily during the winter months. Last but not least, keep in mind that all internships are not the same. Make sure when you're researching companies, reading job descriptions, and interviewing that you're learning about what exactly the internship entails and if it will be a good and supportive fit for you. Once you start searching for internships and are ready to apply, the next step is working on your resume and cover letter. Make sure that you tailor your resume and cover letter to what the job description is asking for in order to stand out. Include relevant skills, experiences, and accomplishments that speak to what the employer is looking for. Getting a second, or third, or fourth pair of eyes to proofread your documents will also help ensure that they look good and read well. Career Services is here to help with our document review service. You can submit your resume, cover letter, or CV to be reviewed within 1 to 2 business days and provided with feedback to help make your documents shine. So how are you going to find these amazing internship opportunities? There are a number of strategies for finding internships. The best place to start is to search on Handshake, UCSB's internship and job board. Employers who are posting jobs in Handshake are looking to hire gauchos. What other places are employers looking to hire gauchos? At our quarterly career and internship fairs, which employers attend to meet students and share the opportunities at their companies. These fairs are typically offered around week 3 during fall, winter, and spring quarters. Another way to meet employers face-to-face is to attend information sessions. These are where employers host a meetup where they'll share more about their organizations and what positions they're hiring for. You can find and register for all current career fairs info sessions via Handshake. Beyond Handshake, there are also a number of websites for finding internships as well. You can start by checking out our website, career.ucsb.edu, and clicking on the Gain Experience section for more tips. You can also check out job boards like Indeed.com, WayUp.com, Idealist.org, and LinkedIn for more listings. Keep in mind too, that if you have a specific company you're interested in working for, they may also have listings directly on their website in the jobs or career section. Career Services has also partnered with a company called Parker Dewey that hooks you up with micro internships, essentially short-term paid projects that are done remotely. They have projects in all different areas, from computer science to marketing to finance. They are a good option for gaining experience virtually while also working on developing skills. What if you're not finding what you're looking for, though? Feel free to also make your own internship opportunity by reaching out directly to an organization and proposing how you can add value as an intern. Make an appointment with the Internship and Experience Manager at Career Services for more support. As mentioned previously, Handshake is UCSB's #1 platform for connecting with internships, jobs, and employers. You already have an account. Just make sure you log in using your UCSB NetID and password. Also, make sure you answer the career interest questions. They'll help make Handshake work for you by customizing suggestions for your career goals. Internships are great experiences, especially if you plan on going into industry right after college, particularly in fields like entertainment, engineering, biotech, marketing, accounting, finance, and government. There's definitely more experiential options out there, though. UCSB is a great place for undergraduate students to gain research experience, both inside and outside of the classroom. If you're looking for research opportunities, the best place to start is to consider what discipline you'd like to pursue, and then to target your resume or CV towards that field. How do you find research opportunities at UCSB? A few great places to start are to check the undergraduate research website, as well as the one for the Faculty Research Assistance Program, or FRAP, and the Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities Grant, or URCA. Many departments too will send out research opportunities in their weekly emails to students, so make sure that you are receiving those and checking them regularly. Also consider doing your own searching regarding any faculty of interest. Get on any academic department websites to look up their faculty and learn more about their current research. When you find one whose interest matches your own, reach out to them directly to see if they are currently taking any undergraduate researchers. Gaining research experience can be especially beneficial if you plan to go to graduate school after graduation, and in addition, plan to go into a career in academia. There are also other ways to enhance your experiences. For instance, employers and graduate programs love seeing that you have leadership skills. They help you stand out as a quality candidate. Luckily, there are a number of ways to gain leadership experience at UCSB. Remember talking about joining student orgs earlier? Oftentimes, there are opportunities to move up into officer positions after a year or a few years of being a member. If you'd rather learn about leadership skills, you can register for Ed 173, Introduction to Leadership Development, or take part in the Student Engagement and Leadership Department's Leadership Certificate Program. Go to osl.sa.ucsb.edu to learn more. Keep in mind too that you can even develop leadership skills through your job if you move into a supervisory role, and through volunteering by serving as a mentor or project lead. All of these things count as leadership experience. Beyond leadership, and depending on your career path, taking part in a certificate program can also enhance your experiences. There are certificate programs on campus, like through exercise and sports studies, and also through professional and continuing education, or PACE, that offers topics like human resource management and EMT training. There's also ways to do certificates on programs via websites like LinkedIn, edX, and Coursera. Many times these sites offer free classes to take virtually in a variety of topics, from coding to Excel to foreign languages. Certificate programs can be good if you want to gain skills that you're not currently gaining in your major, or as well if you want to supplement what you are learning to make yourself more competitive for a job or graduate school. Additionally, you can develop your own personal projects outside of class. Many students might create an app, build a computer, write a newspaper article, or develop a marketing plan. Whatever you want to do, that will demonstrate your skill set in a given area while also being fun is a good choice and is something you can include on your resume. Before we wrap up, there's just a couple of final thoughts to consider. So we just went over a lot of different ways to gain experience. You may be feeling a bit overwhelmed and wondering how to get started or how you'll have time to manage all of these options. Here are a couple tips to help. Schoolwork is, of course, your priority when considering time management, but it's also good to consider all of your time commitments before jumping into any work experience. Think about your class schedule, homework, family obligations, work commitments, whatever takes up your time. It's helpful to prioritize what's absolutely necessary to see if there's any areas where you can set time aside to take part in an experience. Using scheduling apps or lists can help, as can developing good study habits and organization skills. Most importantly though, remember to always make sure there's time to take care of yourself. Getting enough sleep, having time for meals, or to decompress will ultimately make you more productive overall. So now that we've learned about all types of experiences and are inspired to move forward, what are the next steps? Well, first of all, it's deciding what type of experience you want to get and why. It's also important to consider your timeline. Are you looking to be doing something now, next quarter, this summer? Make sure too that you're prepared to apply to any type of role. Fill out online profiles on Handshake and LinkedIn, make your resume and cover letter shine, and do your research on companies or organizations you'd like to work for. Lastly, try to give yourself as much time to apply as possible by starting earlier than you think, while also being flexible with yourself. Sometimes the best experience is the one that falls in our lap that we were never expecting. Plan out achievable goals moving forward by taking small steps and make it happen. Thank you for watching this virtual workshop. Please check out our website at career.ucsb.edu for more virtual workshops and other helpful information.